what can you say? And by the way, I could talk about like selling shoes on Amazon all day. So,
I got
so
all
what can you say helped or currently helps you with sourcing for online arbitrage? I guess there's a lot of things that can help you. What would you say is like the most important thing that would help you?
So what helps me the most with sourcing online arbitrage nowadays is obviously Keepa, and SellerAmp and any tool like that. And just learning how to use it effectively. And it's just over just the months of just like using it more and more and more, you get better at doing it. But actually using Keepa Product Finder, it's kind of like a basic version or just like an ugly UI version of Smart Scout. And it's just very good. You could really filter down results based on your rank or no sales rank. You can filter it down on the brand or the subcategory, and really just getting a narrowed result of like very high rank, fast moving items with a good buy box, 90%. You can actually filter it for the percent of the time, which is a good because you can kind of get those suppressed listings out of the way. It's just a good way to filter down better listings. That's kind of like how I started doing it, but reverse sourcing was the first thing I actually started to learn. And just finding out what people were selling at the time. I think that's the biggest thing for beginner sellers is just look at what other storefronts are selling, find a niche that you're good at. If you're good with shoes and apparel, go run with it. But I pivoted to like a lot of beauty products, personal care products. So it's okay to like go out your comfort zone. But sourcing wise, reverse sourcing, I really learned a lot in the beginning just because you were able to see what people sold. And you might have been a little bit too late at the time because most people are buying off Nike sales and then they get the product or the prep center gets the product, sends it out, and it's 2 weeks later and then the sale's already over. But now like next time that's what they sold. So like next time you see a big sale or a Labor Day or Memorial Day sale, you'll look for those items instead. And a lot of people just don't think that way. They're just like willy-nilly, they're just like sourcing randomly. And I'm like, just because you had a bad sourcing day doesn't mean it's a bad sourcing day. You saw what people sold. So now your eyes are like very used to what people are selling. And besides that, my third technique would just be manual sourcing. It's just finding sites that maybe other people just don't know about. There's a lot of Shopify sites. There's a lot of even like European sites. And I'm sure you know it from like botting those types of sites that will ship to the US for free if you have a big enough order. And if you could get lucky and get a coupon code that works and get it down and your buy cost works, then why not? But a lot of people just think those sites are sketchy because it's like European or whatever or Canadian. But just like that's the whole point of networking, asking people about sites, asking people about where they've bought from. And a lot of people gatekeep stuff, but you'll find those people in your DMs that'll like occasionally throw you a bone and like kind of help you out.
Right. Yeah. And also just to add something to the Keepa Product Finder, I think the trend is very useful. Like you can trend on the offer count decreasing. So, inversely the buy box.
There's so much. Yeah.
It's crazy. Right?
There's so many things I could go about with Keepa Product.
It's very underutilized.
The price tracker and everything. It's a very underutilized tool. And people just need to just play around with their software more. They just like see videos of people doing it and they're like, oh, I'm going to do this. But they don't realize there's so much more
you can
they can use. And it's a $20 a month tool and it gives you so much. It gives you so much value.
Right.